Welcome to a game called Just Kiss Him Already. This is a visual novel game. It's going to be about getting these two together, and I'm also going to be playing the sequel sister game to this one. But either way, let us begin. It really does look like academic and more rough and tough type bad boy right here. So let's see how this will play out. Before we start, could you tell me this character's name? No, I cannot. Emmett, that's a good name. Let's go with that one. Are you sure? Yep. I don't even know who this character is. Okay. Make sure the volume is good. I think it's fine. So, what's to be said about the first day of a new school that hasn't been said a million times before? A school's a school, and this one doesn't look too different from my last. Same boring sights, loud noises, and unfortunate smells. And I don't think it should come with unfortunate smells. With any luck, the same curriculum will be the same pace, or with the same pace. I transferred halfway through the school year, so adjusting's gonna be a pain. I'm not looking forward to it. I make my way down the corridors, following the map I was given by the front desk. My class should be on the third floor on the left. I don't even know which floor we're on. What part of no running in the halls don't you understand? I don't even know you're talking, right? Yeah, green, you're green. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Highness, Lord of the Hallways. Shouldn't you be happy I'm this excited to get to class? Is that why you're running in the opposite direction? Maybe I have to get some laps in to burn off all this energy. Not in the hallway, you don't. I can't help it, I'm just so excited to learn. Two loud arguing boys block the door to the classroom. Oh, I guess it's just this room here. Excuse me? Do you get off on playing hall monitor, student council not enough? I wouldn't have to if you would stop being such a hazard. I just need to get past. You're so impossible to deal with. Next time, I'm getting a teacher. Oh, not a teacher, anything but that. Push past these two, wait patiently for them to finish. Oh, I don't want to push past them. Let's just wait patiently right here. Wait, this doesn't help me determine. I almost thought that, oh, if you do this one, this would be this one, and if you did this one, it would be this one, but then it's like, nope, they're both the colors of each of them. Let's wait patiently. I'll just wait this out. I don't want to make enemies on my first day. You're such a child. And you're such an adult, caring about whether or not I run to class. I love the attention, but I'd prefer chocolates. Maybe buy me lunch instead? That's it, I'm going to class. Don't run, Hayden. Whatever you do, make sure not to run. You're gonna kill someone if you do. They eventually finish their conversation and notice I'm standing here. Whoa, where did you come from? Can we help you? I need to get past. Oh shit. Oh, we're in the way? You could have said something. I tried, but you both are too busy arguing. This is 3C, correct? I hand the more responsible looking of the two the school map. Yeah, this is 3C. Are you the new student? Well, this is our class too. Nice to meet ya. My name's... Arlie? Yes, Arlie, that looks about right. Weird, no one mentioned a new classmate. You'd think we'd get told those things, huh, Hayden? It was the first topic of the class meeting yesterday morning. You sure? I held the meeting. I guess I missed that part. Anyways, my name's Hayden. Apologies for blocking the way. They scoot past and let me through the door, following behind me. I'm greeted by the faces of around 20 unfamiliar students and a surprised teacher. Ah, Emmett, there you are. I was starting to wonder if you'd gotten lost. Hayden, Arlie, nice of you to finally join us. Class started a few minutes ago, but by all means, take your time. Welcome, Emmett. I hope these boys didn't cause you any trouble. Everyone, if I could have your attention for the moment, please. An awkward hush fills the room as everyone turns to face me. I mean, they should have already been looking at the front of the class if class already started. And have already been quiet, but, And also, the teacher and the student should have been able to hear the argument taking place right outside this door. This is Emmett, who will be joining us starting today. Nice to meet everyone. Have you had a tour of the school grounds yet, Emmett? Not yet. Well, in that case, I'm sure Hayden and Arlie'd be happy to help out during lunch. Wait, why us? You both can make up the time you've spent disrupting the class by helping out the new student. Unless you'd prefer I just mark you both as late. I'd rather be marked as late. It doesn't even matter. We'll help out. Perfect. I'm glad that's settled. Fine. Now, Hayden, Arlie, please take your seats. Emmett, there should be a spare seat towards the back. I'll take a seat and the lesson starts. Or I take a seat and the lesson starts. And now we're back outside. I kind of wanted the lesson to happen, but that's fine. Because I still can't determine what grade any of this is taking place in. How old any of these people are. Or even what class that were. Hayden and Arlie meet me outside the hall after class. So, do we get extra time to eat, or do we have to spend it all on the tour? Is multitasking too hard for you? Can't walk and eat at the same time? I'm just asking. Doesn't this get in the way of your student council shenanigans? You guys don't need to give me a tour if it's too much trouble. Not sure how long I want to be around them bickering anyways. I never said that. What's the point of the student council if not to help student the body? Especially new students. Yeah, I got nothing better to do. It's fine. Emmett, we got you. You'll know the school inside and out by the time we're finished. We make our way down the hallway. Hayden makes an abrupt stop before the stairs. Toilets are here and down the hall towards the back. Don't trust Emmett. I don't trust Emmett can read signs. I just know how much trouble you have. I'm trying to be considerate. Isn't the point of a tour to point everything out? If Emmett wanted, they could just read the school maps. Is that you admitting it's a big waste of time too, Hayden? It's about the human interaction element, to get a new student more comfortable. I haven't gotten a single word in between them. I honestly don't know what to make of them. Seems like they're good friends, they must not like each other. I don't know, there's this weird air between them. It's not that they don't like each other, they're just having light jabs at one another. So they must be good friends. I get the impression they've known each other for a while, exactly. Only people who've known each other for a long time talk to each other like that. No one's that rude to a complete stranger. Well, these are my new classmates, at least things are interesting. A school tour, on the other hand, is about as exciting as a school tour can be. All the basic components, gym check, library check, assembly hall check. That about covers where you'll be going from class to class. We always meet in 3C or at 3C in the morning first, so don't worry about having everything memorized. Anything else you want to see, Emmett? Well, it is lunchtime. We should probably go to the cafeteria. The cafeteria for sure. Now we're talking. Good choice, Emmett. I'm starving. Just through this door is the cafeteria. The map says there's 2 entrances, but this is the one everyone uses. The other one's closed. Got it, thanks. So, Hayden, about buying me lunch. Why exactly would I do that? Because I'm hungry, and I'm asking so nicely. Don't bring money to school. I don't bring money to school. I pack my lunch before I head out. You could do that too if you tried waking up more than 5 minutes before you have to leave. Harsh. I'm not fussy. What did you bring? So Arlie's the kind of guy to poach food from people, huh? Anywhere else you want to go, Emmett? I guess student council room next? Thought we were gonna have lunch, but I'd like to see the student council room if that's okay. Really? I'm glad you have an interest. Oh, you're not gonna join Nerd Club, are you, Emmett? We're not accepting new members, but you're free to drop by with any problems you might have, and we can try to help you out. Damn, rejected already. The student council room is just at the end of the hall, last room on the left. No one's busy with anything important. We should be able to go in. No, we actually get to go in. I actually thought... What is this pencil for? I actually thought that we'd end up in the cafeteria and sit to eat lunch or something like that, because it is lunchtime. We enter a small room, dusty back room. We enter a small, dusty back room. I just skipped over all of that. So, this is the student council room. It's not very impressive. Though I suppose it's more about the people within it and what they get up to than the room itself. Huh? It's empty? Or, no, it's empty. It's lunchtime. Maybe they went to get food? Normally there's someone here by now. I don't like having this place empty during lunch. Why? If you ever run into issues with your studies, we can try and help. We keep track of events around school, help organize and allocate funds to clubs, and keep on top of club room maintenance. Good to know, thanks. It's kinda admirable, the way he's attempting to keep the student council accessible. Definitely friendlier than my last schools. Well, no point in standing around an empty room. Anywhere else, Emmett? I don't know. Is there any other important places in this school? Let's finish the tour. I'm out of ideas. Anything else you guys want to show me? That's about it, at least what you'll need based on your timetable. Oh wait, I got something. Let me show you the school gardens. I'm part of the gardening club, which is always accepting members, by the way, unlike some other clubs. We make our way out of the building and down around the back of the school. There's a large row of different assorted plants and vegetables, all coordinated across the patch. This is cool. So, there's a gardening club? Yep. I wouldn't have realized you were a green thumb without you telling me. That's supposed to be a compliment? I know my way around Vegetable Patch, thank you very much. Helped out with pretty much everything here. It's starting to get cooler, or colder, so next week we'll be trying to plant garlic. Is that a thing? Do you plant garlic when it starts getting colder? It's September. I don't even know where this is taking place, so I actually don't know what the climate would be around September in wherever this might be. September, I would think, if it's like Northern Hemisphere, it's closer to harvesting time, where you'd be harvesting all this stuff, not planning to plant some things. And you'll be able to eat garlic once it's finished growing? What would be the point of growing vegetables if you can't eat them by the end of it? Just seems weird to me. It'd be so easy. Just seems weird to me it'd be so easy. Well, feel free to come and find out. Tomorrow we have some garden work you could do. Don't let him trick you into doing his portion of the work, Emmett. Why would I do that? I actually like gardening. The school bell rings and the three of us head back to class. Without eating? And the rest of the day is uneventful. I head home once class is over. I enter the class the following day, and Hayden and Arlie are sitting on opposite sides of the room. They react to the noise of the door opening and both look up from what they're doing to acknowledge me. Hayden's reviewing his notes while Arlie's on his phone with his feet up on his desk. It's a little surprising to see them not interacting. I guess they're not feeling social today. I take my seat and the teacher enters the room. Alright everyone, remember there's a test coming up on Friday. Stay focused. I expect everyone to be able to pass this. You've been given more than enough resources. I spend the time trying to follow the material. At lunchtime I decide to... Oh. Well, there's no reason to go to the student council room. One, they're not accepting members, and two, I don't have any problems. Go to the gardening club. I mean, the gardening club would be more interesting. Can I save it? I don't even know if there's multiple endings to this game. Let me save this just in case. And we'll hope that there aren't multiple endings to this game. We'll go to the gardening club first. I decided to take Arlie up on his offer to take part in the gardening club. Because if we go to the student council club, we can't join them, right? So there's no point in going there. Unless we go there and suddenly it's like, oh, we actually have an open spot. Do you wanna join? And I'll be like, oh, okay. I guess so. Well, let's see what the gardening club has to offer. Worth a look at the very least. I don't have anything better to do. Other than eat. Do you eat lunch? As I walk over to the gardens, a familiar voice calls out. Yo, Emmett, nice to see you show up. So, the gardening meeting got called off last minute, but that doesn't mean we can't get our hands dirty. We can get you officially initiated later. Not sure if I'd agree to joining just yet. Really? That's a shame. I might rescind my offer if you're not gonna jump at the chance. You at least up for helping out today? Sure. Great. We got some general weeding to do, and gotta get ready for the garlic. Oh, and these leaves are starting to get on my nerves. You know how to use a rake, right? Is there some kind of special technique to it? Oh, Emmett, so naive. How much you have to learn. Don't worry, I'll be here to lead you through it. You can rely on me. Arlie leads me over to the tool shed and pulls out a key from his back pocket. Hold the door. He barely gives me a second to grab it before he lets go. It's ridiculously heavy. Here's a pair of gloves. We'll start with the weeding and see how much time we have for anything else. He rummages in the back for a while, coming out with a couple of trowels and something that looks like a mini rake. We walk over to the beds and Arlie kneels down beside it, motioning for me to join. How do I know what's a weed and what isn't? Might just be better if you watch me. I'll point out the differences as we go. It's a little easier if you know what's been planted in the bed, and then it becomes anything that isn't that. These are generally well maintained, but keep your eyes peeled for anything starting to grow in a bed that already has something in it. He gets to work picking out the smaller irregular among the bigger ones, irregular plants. You gotta make sure to dig deep enough to get the roots out with the leaves, otherwise they'll just grow back. Getting the hang of it? Sorta. Some of the common weeds I can recognize, dandelions and, actually, that's about it. You'll get there eventually. I can't name most of them either. He passes me the other trowel. There's a couple of empty beds that need digging over. Get rid of everything, and I'll help once I'm finished here. I do my best, but Arlie still has to work on the beds. I thought I had finished. There seems to be so much learning how to garden. Is this supposed to be a relaxing hobby? I didn't expect Arlie to take something so seriously. Looks like we won't have time for raking today. At this rate, I'm gonna come sometime after school to do it. It's bothering you that much? Sorta. Everything would look way nicer if it was tidier, and it'd be great for the compost. Your dedication's pretty admirable. Thanks. So, have you realized how cool and complex gardening can be? I think so. I'd have given you the in-depth version during the tour, but we had Hayden dragging us down. Glad I could make it up to you today. You don't like Hayden? Nope, can't stand the guy. He can't take a joke to save his life, he cares way too much about studying, way too stuck up, and I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble every time I'm around him. It's a pretty passionate response. What? No way. Looking at the time on his phone, he decides that's enough for lunch and starts packing up the equipment. Not bad, thanks for the help, Emmett. No problem. I was certainly interested to watch. Certainly interesting to watch. Cool to hear you talk about something you're passionate about. I'll make sure to teach you proper raking technique next time. The school bell rings soon after and we head back to class. Now I'm curious what the other route would do. Hayden and Arlie pull faces as they meet each other's gazes. Do they really need to keep this up? The next day starts too quickly for my liking. I barely get through the door before I see a girl I haven't met make a beeline for me. You're new. Hey, you're the new student, right? What's your name? Her energy catches me off guard. I'm still waking up. It's Emmett. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. My name's Nanala. Nanala, yeah. That's gonna be hard to remember. You can just call me Nana. That's better. Or Nala. Damn it. I was off sick the past couple of days, so sorry I couldn't say hi day one. So what's been your first impression, or your impression of the school so far? Met anyone you think you'd be friends with? It's only day 3, but I've met both Hayden and Arlie. Really? She takes an interest upon hearing those names. Those two are hilarious. They literally cannot go a single day without mentioning the other. That does track for the 2 days I've been here so far. Not sure if the pattern will continue, but she does have a point. She pulls a juice box out of her back pocket. She has pockets, and takes a sip. What kind of high schooler drinks juice boxes? Where's her back pockets? What are you looking at? Do you want one? Do you have more? Somewhere? I do have a spare. You can have it if you want. I'm good, thanks. Really? Alrighty, more for me. After hearing some loud footsteps clamoring down the hall, the class door opens and Arlie barrels through it. Hayden follows behind, hunching over in the doorway. How many times do I have to tell you to stop running? You're the one who's out of breath. Good thing a teacher isn't here to scold you. You really shouldn't break the rules like that, Hayden. Right on cue, look who's arrived together once again. Oh, hey, Nala. Feeling better? Yep, as good as ever. So, what's got you both making such noises this early in the morning? Mr. Student Council President here thought he could beat me in a race to class. Pretty close, right? He's faster than he looks. That's not what happened. Hayden catches his breath, recomposes himself, and stops leaning on the doorframe. I saw him running down the hall as I was getting things out of my locker, and my bag was on the floor. I didn't even get time to say anything to him as he ran past. He grabbed my bag and just kept running. Having no idea if he'd actually stop at 3C or just keep going, what choice did I have? He's just mad he lost the race we were having. Hayden snatches his bag away from Arlie and lets it go with a smirk. I even ran my part carrying extra weight. Uh-huh. What have you got in that thing? Books made of lead? Student council material, paperweight adds up. Well, I guess so. I mean, books are heavy. Well, you could at least thank me for bringing it to class for you. I don't need a personal assistant, but if you're so desperate to carry my stuff for me, I'm sure we could work something out. Wouldn't want to steal the opportunity from the student council fan club. It's not fair to all your weird underlings. You're part of that, right, Nala? Me? What? Me? As if. No offense, Hayden. Love you as a friend and all, but I do enough work as it is. Note taken. Wanna hang out at lunch, Emmett? Sure. I'm not gonna refuse her. Awesome, looking forward to it. Wasn't sure how I was gonna spend lunch otherwise. Well, I mean, you could randomly go to the student council, or you could go back to gardening and learn how to rake. But new character has appeared, so might as well hang with her and whatever club or thing she has going on. Hanging out with Arlie was fun, but I'm not much of a help to him gardening. If anything, I'm a distraction. I don't want to continue to bother him. Even so, he looks a little surprised. Not coming back to gardening club, Emmett? That's a shame. Maybe in the future? I just don't want to refuse an offer to hang out. Exactly. She just directly offered. It would be kind of rude to just say nah. Should have beat me to it, Arlie. You snooze, you lose. Well, you're always welcome back anytime. Nala runs over to my desk the second the lunch bell rings. Let's go, Emmett. I'm starving. I gotta get lunch quickly. I'm on duty today, and I'll get yelled at if I'm too late. On duty for what? She fails to mention exactly what she'll be late for, but I follow nonetheless. We make our way down to the cafeteria. Want anything? I'll get you something if you're hungry. My treat. I'm good, thanks. I'm not hungry. Yeah, you are. I'll get you a sandwich. Is egg and lettuce good? He's not listening to me at all. Sure. Great, give me a sec. He returns with 2 sandwiches and a couple more juice boxes, passing one of each over to me. Okay, now let's head to the student council. Don't want Hayden yelling at me for being late again. So you're part of the student council. I just ended up at the student council anyways. You're part of the student council? Yeah, didn't Hayden tell you? I only met you today. When would it have come up? Hayden didn't mention me? Wow, I'm hurt. He mentioned someone was sick yesterday. Was that you? Yeah, I'm making it up today. As we reach the student council room, Nala runs down the hall and throws open the doors. Hayden, I'm here. I heard you coming from across the hall. Hey, Emmett. Sick of gardening club already? I haven't really made my mind about it. Not for everyone. I mean, I can't even join the student council even if I wanted to. You said there's no spots. So it's not like I could just come here and, like, be part of this. I don't mind it. If Arlie ever needs an extra set of hands, sometimes I jump in. Sorry getting here took a while. Had to get Emmett some lunch. I'm not late or anything, right? Not any later than you normally are. Great. So what do we need? What needs to be done today? I sorted out most of the shelves yesterday, so not much. Look at you being productive. Well, I can try and do the rest of it if you just want to relax. I'd appreciate it. One of our members has dropped recently. Ah, there it is. Due to it being too much on top of another club. You don't have a line of fangirls wanting to join in their place, so what about one of those? The question alone seems to drain him. I'd rather run the entire council by myself than deal with any of those for more than 5 minutes at a time. Okay, that bad? Some days. I don't suppose you'd be interested in joining, would you, Emmett? That's a bit quick. Hayden hasn't even been a week. Well, I'm desperate. I'm not sure if I should be offended by that. From what I've seen, Emmett, I can't imagine we'd have any problems working together. So, are you interested? Uh-oh. Well, he said he wasn't accepting any members because they were full up. They had all the people. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no, we gotta save again. We'll save in that one. Okay, so... It would be interesting to join the student council. Now I'm curious what would happen if we went back and did the student council route and saw what that would be like on day 1. It almost seems like we have to do both routes to get the full story and see what everybody's up to on each day. So reject her offer and then go to the gardening thing. Would have been the other option today, I'm guessing. Sure, we'll join. Sure, I don't have anything better to do. Awesome, welcome to the club. Surely they can show a little more enthusiasm, Emmett. A lot of people would kill to be able to join. No, that level of excitement is exactly what I'm after. Less, if possible. What do you need me to do? Do I have anything specific? Do I have to do anything specific while being part of the club? Not that I can think of. If anyone comes to you to ask for help, just direct them to Nala or I. We're not announcing your inclusion to anyone. I just need the second set of hands more than anything. Third set of hands, I'm still here. Right, third. Is that okay with you? Yeah, sounds easy enough. What do I do about the fangirls? What if any of them come up to me? They shouldn't. They leave everyone but me alone, thankfully. Even Nala? That's for different reasons. I'm not a threat. I was a little rough at first, but the girls and I came to an understanding. Any more questions? That's about it, so... I just show up here at lunch? Until I have something better worked out, yeah. Okay, sweet. Thanks for the help. The bell rings and we make our way back to class. Afternoon classes wasn't very noticeable. Once the lesson was over, I packed my things and began to head home. As I headed down the stairs, I see Nala waiting by the bottom of the entrance door. Emmett, there you are. I was starting to wonder if I'd miss you headed home. Everything okay? Yeah, totally. I just want to ask a favor. Sure, what's up? Let me think of how to pitch this. I need help with a thing. Takes a loud sip of her juice box before continuing. So, Hayden really seems to like you. He's already getting pretty comfortable around you. Which is crazy to me. It's only been a week. Is there a problem with that? Not at all. In fact, it's very advantageous for me. How so? So, here's the thing. Hayden won't talk to me about Arlie at all. Maybe it's because you're mutual friends? Probably. Whatever it is, it's annoying. But since you're kind of just Hayden's friend, you can help in a way I can't. Help with what? I'm getting there, okay? Give me a sec to finish explaining. So basically, I want these two to be friends again, since right now they're not. Why are you so obsessed with them getting along? They seem happy as they are. I don't know if I see a reason to disrupt that. So what would happen if I took the other route? Taking this route and going with her to the student council thing ended up this way. Would she have just... I'm guessing it would be the exact same. I would be helping out with the gardening twice, and then she'd be waiting here to do this exact same thing. You seem close to the other one, so I need your help with that. No, the way things are right now is all wrong. Can't you just believe me when I say I know my friends well enough? I've known these guys my entire life, since kindergarten. They used to get along great, but after they entered high school, things got tense. They've gone their separate ways, and it's weird. They won't accept an offer to hang out with me, but they also won't leave each other alone. It kind of sucks being in between that. I just want us to go back to the way we used to be. I want the three of us hanging out again. Or maybe all four of us, if that's how you want it to be. So if you could help, I'd appreciate it. I mean, I can try. I'm not sure what you want me to do. Well, you're doing something right. Just keep being there for Hayden, I guess. Leave in a good word about Arlie here and there. Maybe encourage them to hang out. Can you help with that? You're not exactly asking me to go out of my way for anything. The way you describe it, I think I already am. Yay, thank you, Emmett. Things will be way better once this is sorted out, I promise. You'll be paid in various favors of Juicebox. Flavors of Juicebox. That's all I got on me. Take it or leave it. Where do you keep those? I really don't want any juice, thank you. You'll change your mind eventually, once you realize how good these things are. I'll see you tomorrow, thanks again. She runs off, pleased she's gotten what she wanted. Okay. Operation Get Those Two Together is a go. Next day. My morning thoughts are occupied with Nala's talk from yesterday. I hope I can be of help. She seemed passionate about getting Arlie and Hayden to be friends again. I guess I'm part of the student council now. Lunch rolls around and Hayden makes his way over to my desk. You ready to go, Emmett? I follow Hayden down to the student council room. Gotta hand out some flyers and hand back some of the forms I've been sorting out for a couple groups. You don't mind tagging along, do you? Sounds fun. Cool, I don't have to worry about coming back to lock up at the end of lunch. I don't think I've seen you leave before. It's a rare occurrence, if I can help it. We lock up the room and head down the hall, stopping by at different classrooms to drop off different things. It's almost a second tour of the school. Every so often I hear girls giggle, it's a little unnerving. Eventually we end up down by the school vegetable garden. Arlie and Nala are there, raking all the leaves into a big pile. Hey, Emmett, weird seeing you guys here, what's up? Not much, just finishing up handing out various papers to various clubs. Emmett's helping out too. I see you're raking the leaves? I just finished. I did a great job, right? As for me to decide, let's see how many of these leaves make it into the compost before we re-rake. If you could hand this form to the gardening club lead, Arlie, I'd appreciate it. Oh, don't recognize authority when it's right in front of you? For shame, Hayden. Since when are you lead of anything? Since a couple days ago. It's temporary, but the gardening club president gotta go for surgery and needs someone to take over in the meantime. Well, I expect this forum doesn't need an explanation. I'll sort it out. Or I'll sort it, don't worry. Good. Oh, and Nala? I need you to... Hayden, don't go telling my lackey what to do. Lackey, huh? You can't hold my vice president hostage against me. I have custody of Nala today. Everything's gotta go through me. She doesn't stop being student council just because she's helping you out. It's okay, Hayden. I accept bribes. What do you want? I'm surprised Hayden's entertaining any of this nonsense. Give me your notes for the test tomorrow. Of course. I should have assumed you hadn't studied for tomorrow's test. Not that I hadn't studied, it's that you condescending everything down to, or condensing everything down to bullet points makes my life easier. Well, then you should learn to take notes like that. Pretty please? Fine, see me after class. This might be the first time I've been happy to hear that. The bell rings and we make our way back to class. Far out in front of me, Hayden and Arlie walking home together, arguing. I hear them before I leave. Or before I even see them. Okay, fine. The result of Hayden giving Arlie his notes? I guess they live in the same direction too? Well, they're all childhood friends. They probably live really close to each other. I'm too far away to make out anything they're saying. Seems I was right about them being friends. The weekend flies by. I try not to think about the looming test results. I enter the classroom still early. To my surprise, the teacher's already there. Emmett, here you go, your test results from Friday. With some hesitation, I take a look at the score written at the bottom. Not too shabby, could be better, but for someone unfamiliar with the majority of the material, I can't complain. I walk over to Hayden, who's sitting at his desk. He doesn't look happy. You okay, Hayden? He barely looks up from his test result. I was so close to a perfect score, a single question off. Most people are usually happy about that. It was over a stupid mistake on my part. I wouldn't fret. It's still a top grade, right? I guess. The door opens and Arlie walks through it, yawning. Arlie, here you go, your test result. Congrats on passing. Oh shit, I passed? Hell yeah, I thought I was gonna have to make this one up. He takes a piece of paper and walks over to Hayden's desk. Really? You're celebrating just a pass? Yeah, a pass is a pass. You look happier than Hayden does. Oh, what's wrong? Mr. President didn't get a perfect score? What's it to you? Oh man, I didn't expect to be right. It wasn't 2 mistakes, was it? Say it isn't so, Hayden. Hayden hands Arlie his test results, refusing to make eye contact. Arlie scans the sheet, squinting at the section underlined in red. Something that dumb counts against you? That sucks. My own fault for messing up. Next time I'll be more careful. This level of stress isn't good for the complexion, you know. It's just a little mistake. This result doesn't count towards anything, don't worry about it. I swear you care too much about this stuff. It's better than not caring at all. Why would I care? It's not important. You don't think doing well counts for anything? Nope, it's a dumb test, not worth stressing over. Tell that to the universities when they're looking at your overall grade. You can't scare me into giving a shit, Hayden. I can't promise you no university is going to care about the difference between a 99 and a 100 on a single test. I can promise you. So, what score did you get, if you're so happy about it? See for yourself. Arlie hands Hayden both of the tests to compare. Oh, I was expecting a lot worse. This is more than just a passing grade. See how unstressed I am by it, too? This still isn't something to celebrate. Well, I'm happy with it. I did better with your notes, so thanks for that. Oh, no problem. Glad they helped. Alright, everyone, please take your seats. We're starting a new chapter today. I hope everyone's excited. The class groans. Well, I mean, that's just school. You just keep moving on. You go through the book. The morning period is long. I'm relieved once lunch rolls around. Hayden hasn't gotten over Arlie's comments from earlier. I sit in the student council room attempting to focus on the new material, but he's dead set on complaining about Arlie. I just wish he'd care about his grades. College is right around the corner and he's still acting like we're in middle school. I'm surprised this is taking priority over reviewing the new material. Does he have a plan at all? Seem very concerned for his future. Both of these questions are good. You seem very concerned about his future. About him and his future. I care about everyone's future. Really, you haven't asked once about my grade or my plans. Ah, didn't I? Sorry. I passed, though. I'm glad to hear it. Sorry for not asking. He takes a seat across the table and pulls out his books. The rest of the lunch period is quiet, but every time I look up at Hayden's face, he's still frowning. The second period isn't very noteworthy. Hayden continues to keep his eye on Arlie, who isn't paying much attention to what's being taught. A week into the new school experience and it already feels mundane. That's probably a good thing. I walk into the classroom and see Nala and Arlie. Oh hey, good morning, Emmett. No Hayden yet? I think he's out talking to some of the teachers. He was here earlier. So, Arlie, are the goods ready yet? The vegetables, I assume? The goods? Yeah, I think we could sort that out today. Emmett, do you like brownies or cookies more? I'm not sure what kind of conversation I just walked into. The question isn't what anyone likes more, it's which are easier to give out to women. My vote goes to cookies. They're way more shareable. You're right. You're so smart, Arlie. I don't know what I'd do without you. What are you guys talking about? Sunflower seeds. It's the time of year we can finally harvest them. I love sunflower seeds. Best seed, in my opinion. Almond and sesame don't come close. Are almonds seeds? They are seed-shaped. Pumpkin's certainly up there, but sunflower is more iconic in my opinion. And the plan is to attract women with them? Absolutely. Women love baked goods. How else am I gonna get a girlfriend? I didn't realize this was the only way. Nala's got it tough. The sunflowers we planted are starting to droop, so we could harvest them and get them ready to dry today if you'd like. If you want to help too, Nala, see me at lunch. I gotta check in on some stuff with the student council first, but I'll be right over after that. I can only give you a bag or two. Will that be enough? For some cookies? Yeah, should be. We need to keep some to plant for the next group, some for the bird feeders, and probably some other stuff. I gotta check with the rest of the club. Thanks for the help, by the way. You can have some of the batch once I'm finished with them. Hayden walks through the door, looking more than a little tired. Good morning, sunshine, and what a beautiful morning it is. Not today, Arlie. Not in the mood. Oh, what's up? You're not still upset over your grade, are you? No, it's not that. I had a meeting with a couple of the teachers about club-related stuff, and it's going to be more work than I expected. I'm not looking forward to trying to sort that out. Anyways, what's up with you guys? If I'm following correctly, we're trying to work out what kind of dessert has the highest odds of getting Nala a girlfriend. I see. You're on your own with that one. No wisdom from Mr. Popular? I want them to leave me alone, not attract more of them. The morning bell rings and we take our seats. Come lunchtime, Nala, Hayden, and I make our way to the student council room. So, it's okay if I go later, right? As I said, it's fine. Emmett can cover if needed. Cover doing what exactly? I'm not sure. I'll make it up at some point. Gotta get those cookies made for the fan club girls. He's picking quite, possibly the worst pool of people to try with. Girls both interested in men and have someone they're already into. But some of them are really cute. They do better to be my friend. I have direct access to you. Access that can be revoked. Come on, help a girl out. You should hear about my plan, Emmett. These girls give me their numbers to pass on to Hayden, and I ask if it's cool if I message them, and they say yes. Easy way to get numbers if you like girls. I'm even in some of the group chats. No wonder Arlie thinks you're one of them. And do you pass any of the numbers on? No point. I don't like girls. You're just gonna tell Emmett? I don't see why not. They don't care they don't care you like women. I take another bite of my sandwich. Well, your choice. Terrible taste, honestly. Girls are way better. If I could give you my fan club, I would. Please? Probably good for Emmett to know, just so they don't get any of the girls' hopes up. I wasn't planning on entertaining any of them. Send them my way. See what they think of the adorable student council vice president instead. Gotcha. Okay, I gotta get going. Arlie's got a bag of sunflower seeds for me. It might go without saying, but if you could keep the fact that I'm gay to yourself, I'd appreciate it. I'm not quite as open about it as Nala is. I wasn't in a hurry to tell anyone. I don't even really know anyone else. Other than Arlie. I walk into class the next morning and spy a lone Arlie. Yo, Emmett, looks like we're the first ones here. I want to see what would happen with the sunflowers, but... what would happen if I went down the other path? Maybe I would have seen what happened with the sunflowers because she would show up. Glad to see you... glad to see even... Glad to see even when Hayden and Nala failed to show. Someone in the nerd club is setting a good example. I'm not sure if that sentence was properly. I'll take that as a compliment. It's pretty cold today, huh? I wonder if it's finally Hayden jacket season. Hayden jacket season? Yeah, it's a wondrous thing, Emmett. The year is divided into two halves, jacket season and non-jacket season. Or not jacket season. At a certain point in the year, it gets cold enough for Hayden to start wearing a jacket. And he will wear it every time he leaves the house until it becomes too hot to wear that same jacket. Like daylight savings, but localized more visually apparent. That absolutely makes sense. Not sure I want to see what the deal is. I'm not sure I see what the deal is. Look, it started as a thing with Nala and Hayden when we were kids, okay? And I'll take any opportunity I can to get under his skin. I'll make sure to tell him that. Be my guest. He should know better than anyone. Well, he's wearing a sweater. I don't think this is a jacket, so probably not time yet. As Nala and Hayden walk through the door, Nala gives Arlie a knowing look. Or maybe this is the jacket. This is the jacket season jacket. I don't know why you guys insist on making this a big deal. Oh, Nala. I didn't get to say anything. It's written across both your faces. Uh-huh. It's cold, I'm going to wrap up. It's just comforting knowing some things never change. Plus the puffiness of the jacket adds a certain cuteness the sweater vest alone just can't accomplish. Complements your face nicely. What on earth are you talking about? What? It's true. The fangirls are right on this one. I'm surprised you agree with them. I'm not above admitting when a guy is cute, and you've earned your weird legion of fans. Pretty sure that's victim blaming, Arlie. Hayden can't help being cute. Hayden goes quiet. You okay, Hayden? Just fine. I'm not saying it's okay for those girls to be weird, I'm just saying I understand the Hayden appeal. What do you think, Emmett? See where I'm coming from? Oh, yeah, Hayden's pretty cute. Can we change the subject? It's 3 against 1. No fake smile and thank you? I'm hurt. You should appreciate he's honest with us. Hayden takes a seat, burying his head in one of the textbooks. The teacher then bursts through the door, urging us all to sit down. I finish up sorting the last of my papers, then turn to leave the student council room. Actually, Emmett, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk if that's okay. The serious tone of his voice tells me it must be something pretty important. Should I lock the door? Might be a good idea, please. Thank you. Sure, what's up? I'm not sure if I've ever asked you this, but what do you think of Arlie? He seems nice. Seems nice enough. Maybe a little chaotic, but I have yet to see him actually do any harm. He pauses at my response for a moment, carefully considering his response. I think it might be a good idea if I tell you the truth. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and despite everything, I think I've got a crush on Arlie. You think you've got a crush on him? I have a crush on Arlie. He seems a little surprised with himself as he clarifies. Sounds like this is a new revelation. First time admitting it out loud to someone else, but if I'm honest, I probably felt this way for a while. Interesting choice of crush. He laughs. Yeah, I wish I knew what it was. I'd love to be able to put it into words. Suddenly, the scolding you do looks like it has ulterior motives. It's not obvious, is it? He's always doing something that I should get mad at. That's been our primary mode of interaction for such a long time. I'm honestly not sure how to talk to him any otherwise. I do get mad at the stuff he does, but it's hard to stay angry at him. I wonder how the fangirls will react if you and Arlie end up getting together. I don't even want to think about that. Who says they need to know? Or they'll be pretty happy for you. I don't know. It depends on the person. Who says they need to know? Exactly. It's not their thing. They don't need to know about any of that. Why does the fan club need to know? You could just keep it between yourselves. Are you saying I need to keep the fact that I'm gay a secret? No, I just mean if it's more trouble. I know, I'm kidding, sorry. Just funny how you phrase that. You don't have to make your relationship public, is what I mean, exactly. I know. Sorry, I couldn't resist. You might be right, though. I'm not sure how anyone will respond. All things considered, right now I have it pretty good. Don't know how delicate that balance is. I find it funny, actually. I don't think I come across like I'm interested in girls. So the fangirls think they have a chance. I usually just tell them I'm too busy for a relationship. I'm kind of hoping if Arlie is around more, they'll finally get the hint. Oh, and if you could keep this to yourself, I'd appreciate it. Your secret is safe with me. Not even Nala? I'm pretty sure she's already in on this. Your secret is safe with me. I've yet to tell anyone you're gay. And I figured if it was going to be anyone, it'd be Arlie. I don't know if I'd be giving any new information. I'm not sure how to feel about that. I need a bit more time to get used to the idea. I'm just getting comfortable with the idea I have a crush on someone. I don't want to also have to worry about who knows what. I'd appreciate how you're handling this, by the way. Thanks for taking it so well. You make it sound like this is bad news. He laughs again. Kind of feels like it is. Like, really? Him, of all people? He puts his hand on his forehead and sighs. What can I say? I guess he's just the right kind of stupid. Is it weird I feel a sense of dread about this? You're probably overthinking everything. How could I not? On the plus side, the student council rooms never looked better. I never realized how much of a stress cleaner I am. I actually don't remember if it looked messy before, or if this is always how it had looked. You can unlock the door now. I should probably get going. I need to do a quick tidiness check of the other classrooms. It will probably take me until the end of lunch. Can you stay here and keep the room occupied? If anyone needs anything, just make note of it, and I'll deal with it when I get back. Can do. Thanks again for listening. No problem. Thanks for trusting me. The rest of lunch is uneventful. I get some studying done, but that's about it. I guess nobody showed up. As I open the door the next morning, Nala greets me with an uncomfortably large smile. Emmett, I'm so glad you came through the door first. And by yourself, too. Great. Why? Let's go talk in private. Okay. He pushes me out into the hall before I can give an answer. I've been wanting to talk to you about Hayden. What's going on with him and Arlie? You've noticed how weird they've been acting lately, right? Things are improving between the two of them? Or something's up? Maybe I'm pretty sure their relationship is improving. You think so? They're still talking about each other as much as they normally do, but something's different. Hayden's been going out of his way to argue with Arlie. Don't you feel like Hayden's been taking Arlie's teasing more seriously? He seems more preoccupied with their arguments after they bicker too. I don't know if improve's the right word. I think you'd have to ask them to know for sure. I just might. You think you could help me corner Hayden? It'd be easy enough, as... he's small, we could take him. Oh, what? Yeah, just corner him. He can't fight back against two of us, that's it. If he doesn't just tell us when we asked. That is, if he doesn't just tell us when we ask. Might be best to try that first. Just straight up just ask him. You're in the same club. We all are. The three of us. You could just directly ask him. Right on cue. Arlie and Hayden turn the corner. There you both are. I was starting to wonder if we were going to have a double obstacle or absence on our hands. And ruin Hayden's attendance record? I'm trying my best, Nala, but performing miracles is a little much to expect first thing in the morning. You've come close a few times. Like my first day. That's one of the closest. Sounds like I gotta try harder. Duly noted. With my new knowledge, I don't think Hayden would hate the attention. Seeing Hayden let a smile slip as he enters the class tells me I might be right. The morning period is uninteresting. I spend the time trying to count how many times Hayden looks over at Arlie. You should be focusing on class. Now I'm aware he has a crush on him. Everything Hayden does feels so obvious. Come lunchtime, Hayden makes his way over to my desk. So, I didn't get a couple of the rooms checked before the bell yesterday. Would you like to come with me? Nala's got us covered. Sure. Might be nice to spend lunch period more mobile. Hayden and I turn the corner and see three girls standing there, eager to get his attention. He lets out a sigh just loud enough for me to hear before putting on a smile and stepping out to meet them. Can I help you ladies with anything? The girls surround Hayden, giggling. One of the girls pushes her friend forward. Yeah, she wanted to ask you something. Hayden looks over to me for a split second as if to make sure I'm paying attention. He looks almost like a concerned animal despite holding his cool demeanor against the swarm. The swarm of what, 3? Maybe 4? The one in the middle, after a reassuring thumbs up from one of her friends, presents an envelope and a small box of chocolates. I was wondering if you'd like to go out with me, Hayden. I appreciate your gesture, but I'm not interested in a relationship right now. I'd be a terrible boyfriend. You deserve someone who can dedicate all his time to you. He says the line just at the right way to make the girl smile. This is someone with practice rejecting girls, for sure. Are you sure? Please at least take the gifts. I'll take the letter if you like, but please don't waste the chocolates on me. Share them with your friends. I insist. I heard you like this brand, so I picked them out just for you. Well, I suppose a few can't hurt. The girls run off giggling. See, I told you he'd accept them. The second they disappear around the corner, Hayden's shoulders slump. From behind the same corner, Arlie appears. Showing Emmett one of your trademark rejections up close, huh, Hayden? You were watching? Of course, entertainment is at its finest. I'm glad you think me being, concerned or cornered is funny. You weren't really cornered. Kinda were, but kinda weren't. I'm sure you could have slipped right past them. What am I supposed to do? Barge in midway through? Offer to help Hayden yourself. If you'd like, I don't mind trying to jump in to help. It's fine, Emmett. I can do it. I mean, if you really want me to. I'd appreciate it. Would either of you two like these? He gestures to us with the box of chocolates. Not gonna eat your present? Cruel, Hayden. I'll give them to Nala then. I'd like someone to enjoy these. Hold on, I didn't say I didn't want them. He reaches over and picks the box from Hayden's hand, plucks the box from Hayden's hand, studying the contents list. Got those raspberry and white chocolate ones you like in the mix. Wait, really? Let me see. As Hayden goes to take the box back, Arlie lifts it out of his reach. Oh, so now you want them back. Just give me the box, Arlie. No, please, Mr. President? You don't deserve one. Niceties can get you a long way, you know. How's this? If you ask nicely enough, I'll even feed you the chocolates myself. Just take them. I don't have time for this. I wonder how much self-restraint is taking him not to accept Arlie's offer. One day I'm going to call you on your bluff, you know? It would be my honor, Mr. President. I've got to get going. I've got errands to run. And those girls took up enough of my time. Alright, I'll make sure to save the raspberry and white chocolate ones for you. You really don't have to. Come on, Emmett, we need to get going. Goodbye, Arlie. I wave to Arlie as Hayden speed walks towards the student council room. What on earth was that about? Arlie being Arlie? Don't play dumb. You saw that, didn't you? That was way too much, even for him. Looks to me like he ran away. Well, yes, he did speed run and walk away, but, what was Arlie's deal? He was teasing a little bit much more than normal. Looks to me like he ran away. Maybe I did. I'm not going to subject myself to that. Obvious was it, be honest. I don't think Arlie caught on, but maybe he did. I don't think Arlie caught on. For all we know, this is just a form of teasing he's noticed you react to. Whether he knows or not, I'm going to be overthinking that interaction all afternoon. Let's just head back to class. I'm not getting any work done today. But lunch. Afternoon class is filled with a certain kind of tension. I watch Hayden and Arlie sneak glances at each other the entire lesson. Both of them, huh? I wonder if Hayden regrets giving the box of chocolates up and giving up the box of chocolates. Maybe not. I don't know. He probably regrets not having Arlie feed him directly. I enter the classroom. Arlie and Hayden seem to already be in the middle of something. I told you I'm not interested. Just take them, will you? I saved them just for you. Is he talking about the chocolates from yesterday? They finally noticed me. Emmett, I need your help. Hayden won't accept the chocolates I saved for him. This is embarrassing. You're making a scene, Arlie. Side with Hayden, side with Arlie. I'm gonna help Arlie out in this case. Just to get Hayden to accept them. I don't know, Arlie went to all the trouble of saving them for you. Would it be really that big of a deal for you to take them? Not you too, Emmett. What's gotten into you both? Hayden caves and takes the chocolates from Arlie. Of all the things to be peer pressured into. What is just chocolates? It's your favorite chocolates, and he did actually save them for you. Like he said he would. As I make my way down the hall to get to lunch, I hear a familiar voice call my name from behind. Hey Emmett, got some time to talk? Sure, what's up? Just been noticing you've been hanging out a ton with Hayden lately. What's up with that? What do you mean, we're friends? Just friends? Yeah. It's surprising to see. You jealous? It just kinda happened. I don't know what else to tell you. Hayden asked for help with student council and I didn't have anything better to do. He's pretty defensive considering that he's the one bringing this up. I wonder what Hayden's gonna think of him asking about this. Overheard some of the fangirls talking. That's what I get for believing random things I hear. Be careful out there, Emmett. I heard they can get so obsessive they're scary. Am I giving off the wrong impression? I just decided to help Hayden out with student council. Well, no, like I said, it's just surprising. Though thought I'd ask if something was up. I'm not interested in him if that's what you're asking. You sure? He does have a cute face. Not charmed by it? Not really. Why come and ask me, not Hayden? You've known him way longer. You think I could ask him something like this? I'd never hear the end of it. So he's doing okay, everything... So he's doing okay and everything right? Not too stressed? Oh, is that really the reason you're talking to me? Is that the real reason you're talking to me? I mean, you're making him more stressed. Do I need to have a specific motive? Just kind of out of the blue is all. Well, I do consider Hayden and I friends, even if he won't talk directly with me. Don't quite know what he thinks of me, but I don't hate the guy. I'm surprised Arlie's being so direct with this. Well, I gotta get going. Nice talk, Emmett. Thanks for clearing up that for me. No problem. There's clearly something there. Clearly. I opened the student council room door to Hayden sitting at the table just about to start on lunch. Hey Emmett, what took you so long? I sat down, I pull out my own lunch, not quite sure where to start. Had a really weird conversation with Arlie on the way here. Yeah? What he intended to be just a polite question suddenly becomes a serious topic. He stops eating and sits up in his chair. Oh, what did he want? I'm not sure. It started with him bringing up a rumor we might be dating. Well, you know why I'm not interested... Well, you know why I'm not interested in that happening. Is that what he thinks? I don't think that was the impression you gave. That's what I told him. Well, hearing he cares is reassuring. Thanks for letting me know. An odd way to end the week. Maybe I should have gone the "are you jealous" route? And maybe he would have confessed? I don't know. After a quiet weekend, I opened the door to Nala by herself. Good morning, Emmett. Looks like we're the first ones here. I've been dreaming of sunflower seeds, Emmett. All weekend, the cookies have been on my mind. Arlie said they'd be ready to harvest, right? Yep, I checked with them after school on Friday, and they weren't quite dry yet. So today's the day. Right on cue, Arlie arrives through the door. The second he sees Nala, he reaches into his bag and pulls out a packet of sunflower seeds. Got them for you, Nala. Figured coming in early and sorting out the seeds would make you happy. Whoa, that's huge. Is it? What were you expecting? Maybe like half of that? I could take some back if you don't need it, all of it. No, I need all of it. I need to make as many cookies as possible. I'll set aside some cookies for you. How's that? Sounds good to me. Let me know if this sounds crazy, Emmett. It does. I'm thinking about asking Arlie out. Just do it. Really? He immediately loses his nerve and proceeds to try to backpedal a little. Or, I don't know, maybe just to hang out or something? After that weird interaction you had with him, I should probably take more initiative. I don't think I'll get a more obvious sign. A more obvious sign from him. Maybe not. What to ask him to do is the question. Helping up the gardening club? He likes gardening, so yes, that would make a lot of sense, and he'd probably say yes to it. Getting something to eat? You both eat, so that would work. Study date? Maybe, but he might not like studying. Try something that you know he would like doing, which is either eating or gardening. But he's really super into gardening. And maybe you haven't realized that, so maybe that's something you should know about him. Like how passionate he actually is. Unless you do know about that, and you're fully aware of how passionate he actually is, but you just haven't, you've both been jabbing at each other the entire time, so do that one. Helping up the gardening club? I don't know the first thing about gardening to be able to help out. I don't want to embarrass myself. No guaranteed we have a chance to be alone to talk either. So that's out of the question, at least for now. How about getting something to eat? I could see that working. It's casual enough not to be too much pressure for either of us. We'll start there and see how receptive he is. I'll worry about afterwards once we've agreed to hang out. No big anime-style confession first? Not a chance. I barely have enough courage to do this. Rooting for you, though. Thanks, I needed it. Okay, I have some free time today after school, so I'll try asking him after class. You got this. Thanks, I sure hope I do. Probably. Just hopefully he's free. I'm looking forward to seeing the two of them interact after hearing the report of how the date went. I wonder what'll be different. I enter the classroom and see Hayden focused on a textbook. How did things go? With that look on his face, I'm almost afraid to ask. I'll tell you at lunch. I don't really want to talk about it where others can hear. It went that well? It went that well, huh? Do I look like it went well? I wish. Nothing really went to plan, but I'd rather talk about it in private. Talk about what? What plan, huh? Not sure if Nala snuck into the classroom without us noticing, or she was here all along. What's the secret you guys are so hush-hush about? Don't leave me out. I'll tell you at lunch, Nala. I've been meaning to catch you up with everything. I don't know how I feel about you not turning to me first, but I'll forgive you. Arlie enters the room with a much happier expression on his face. He glances over at Hayden, who then shoves his face into his textbook. Someone looks happy. What's up? Oh, nothing much. Just had a nice afternoon yesterday. Got some crepes from that place a couple blocks from here. You know the one. Yeah, who doesn't? Maybe I was talking to Emmett, maybe I was talking to Emmett. Nala, don't be exclusionary. Oh, I get the interaction. I'm like, what is going on? Who's talking to what now? I went there after school. It was great. Yeah? I need to try the raspberry chocolate variety. I saw someone eating it, and it made it look like the best thing ever. Been thinking about it all morning. Good to hear you enjoy what sounded like their date. Hayden's doing his best to ignore Arlie's ramblings. Soon enough, the teacher comes in, telling us to take our seats. Come lunchtime, Hayden, Nala, and I hurry to the student council room. Lock the door, time for tea. So, what exactly did you both want to tell me? I couldn't focus at all in class because of this, by the way. You can't focus normally. You don't need any prompting. I look over at Hayden to spill the beans. Well, I'll just come out and say it. I have a crush on Arlie. That's it? I already knew that. I don't remember telling you. You didn't have to. You didn't have to. It's obvious, right, Emmett? Pretty obvious. I might have been able to figure that out. If Emmett can figure things out in a couple of weeks, I think I could catch on in over a decade. Well, if everything's so obvious to you both, tell me how my date with Arlie went. Oh, you guys are dating already? Not yet, but with any luck, I'll get there eventually. Just a single date so far. Well, I want to hear everything. How'd it go? Not sure, honestly. Good, I think. Just good? I feel I made my intentions of it being a date painfully obvious. Not that it fazed him. If anything, he got bolder. I'm almost mad. I spent so long building myself up, and he just acts so casually about everything. Did you want him to be more nervous about it? Maybe a little? I don't know how he could talk normally. He was asking me about how the student council was going, calling it Nerd Club and everything. I couldn't manage to respond both to both his questions and the fact he was trying to poke fun. He tried to pay for the whole thing, and I just turned into a stuttering mess. My mind blanked. I couldn't think of a way to explain why I wanted to pay before he beat me to it. Then, he said it's okay because I can pay next time. He's already thinking of date number 2, huh? I don't know if I can do that again anytime soon. A second date might kill me. Don't be so dramatic. It sounded like it went great. He enjoyed his time with you, so it was a success. If you can call me spending the entire time with my foot in my mouth a success. Look at you, the student council president reduced to a self-conscious mess. I really wouldn't overthink it, Hayden. Just accept when he offers to hang out again. It's just Arlie, nothing to be scared of. Easy for you to say. Well, I should at least have tonight to gather my thoughts. As we finish up the last class of the day, Arlie makes his way over to Hayden's desk. You doing anything tonight, Hayden? Not really. Looks like Hayden isn't getting that break he wanted. Awesome, wanna hang out at my place? I get the feeling you've already decided it's happening. Yep, I got the snacks ready and everything. Noel and I both make the decision to leave them be. Hayden walks down the hall with far more confident stride than he did yesterday. Someone looks happier. Really? Is it that obvious? So how'd it go? Better? So much better. He invites me around to his house and mentions his parents weren't home. Hard to say no to an offer like that. Is this the kind of conversation we should be having in the hallway? It's fine. This isn't going where you think it is. But that detail's important. So we get to his house and it's clear he puts in some effort. Game system set up, living room way cleaner than it normally is. How do you know he cleaned up? We hung out a lot in elementary and middle school, so I know the house pretty well. He had way too many snacks out, but A for effort. We played for maybe half an hour before his parents came through the door saying their outing was cancelled due to some last-minute problem. It was nice seeing them again. They were really talkative and happy to see me. Arlie was clearly embarrassed, but I didn't do anything to help because it was just so cute. I'm sure that's how he felt last time you hung out. His dad wanted to watch TV, so we ended up outside for a couple hours. We just walked around the neighborhood. I messed up forgetting my coat back at his, and I was going to put up with the cold, but Arlie insisted I take his coat instead. He hesitated to say the next line, his voice getting very quiet. I wanted to keep his coat so badly. I might have asked, but his parents were right there. Sounds like a lot happened. It was kind of a train wreck, but in a sweet way. It was nice seeing Arlie flustered for a change instead of me. You should tell Arlie you had a good time. You should probably let him know you had a good time. Should I? It might be fun to see what he says about it first. Hayden walks to the door, his eyes locking onto Arlie. Surprising to see him already in class. Good morning. No running in the halls today? Arlie gives him a sheepish look. Nah, not today. I gave you enough grief yesterday. Oh, over what? Arlie squirms. You know, my parents coming home and ruining everything. A couple of classmates turn their head. Hayden notices and walks over to Arlie's desk, whispering something to him. Right. Hayden then takes a seat without saying another word. Good morning, everyone. Alice swings open the door. Oh, Arlie, are you okay? You don't look so good. He's fine, don't worry. Okay. The teacher shows up before the silence gets too awkward. I take my seat and the lesson starts. It's amusing watching how many times Hayden's eyes flick over to Arlie. He's painfully obvious. Well, I mean, they're just dating at this point. And they both seem to be on the same wavelength. Lunchtime rolls around and Hayden's still beaming. What's the next step? You're enjoying this too much. What's the next step? Now that you've got Arlie cornered. I hadn't thought that far ahead, honestly. I'm just kind of enjoying the reaction. I'll talk to him after class. The afternoon period feels like a long one. I'm looking forward to going home. I head down the stairs along the front of the school and I pass Hayden and Arlie. Hayden notices me walk by and gives me an unsettling smile. Why? Emmett, do you mind helping out? I could do with a hand. Don't involve Emmett in this. In what? What would you like? Would you like me to leave, Arlie? It's fine, stay, Emmett. I need you to help me work out how exactly Arlie can make up the terrible time we had together yesterday. So that was what Arlie went red over earlier. Makes sense. Hayden looks like he's enjoying himself. Suggest how we can make it up? What would your suggestion be, myself, the character that I am playing as? Depends. Do you have anything in mind, Hayden? Hayden looks at me, pleased I'm willing to help out. Nothing too specific. Maybe he can help me carry my books. I don't think that's severe enough, though. How terrible of a time was it? Hard to say, my time is valuable. I could have been doing something productive instead. The least Arlie can do is make it up to me. Not very convincing saying that with such a big smile. I could have gone home at any time. Clearly it wasn't that bad. Another date? Some kind of makeup date seems like the best way to solve this. A date? Hayden's too thrown off by my bluntness to make an immediate comeback. Arlie takes the opportunity instead. A makeup date, huh, Emmett? I like the way you think. We can try my place again, but my parents are home. How about yours? We can sort this out later. Do we need to do this in front of Emmett? Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't the one who invited them over here. I thought you wanted Emmett's input, Hayden. Can I go home now? They both pause their bickering and turn to me. I guess so. Hayden isn't very happy with my contribution. I tried. Arlie isn't so easily cornered. I head home, leaving those two to themselves. Well, I mean, I think the makeup date is a better idea. I head home, yeah, right. Now this is getting so obvious, it's embarrassing. But I'm wondering if other people are going to catch on, especially without outburst in class. The morning period is short. I arrive at class with not much time to spare. Hayden catches me right as I enter the room. Emmett, I was starting to wonder if you'd be in today. I'm just running a little late. Well, what are you doing out of class? Making sure you were going to show up. I've gotten a stupid idea in my head and I need talking out of it. How about I talk you into it? Oh? I'll talk to you about it at lunch in full. Looking forward to it. Okay, let's see what you've got. Cooking up. Once we get into the student council room, Hayden surprised me with an apology. Sorry for yesterday. Oh, I figured I was the one who owed you an apology, not the other way around. Letting Arlie get the upper hand and all that. He'd have found a way to turn the situation around even without your help. My attempt to corner him backfired, so sorry for putting you through that. Apology accepted. I think we might need a little more work in the teamwork department. Roping you in without warning didn't exactly go to plan. Can't stop thinking about his reaction to all of that. Did I say something to him about liking him? I thought that was already the assumption. Maybe. Sometimes I wonder. I think he's just trying to keep things at the pace you're setting. Can't hurt confirming you're both on the same page. I know, you're right. It doesn't stop it feeling scary, though. How's being on the opposite end of things? Honestly, I have a new errand respect for all the girls who've confessed to me. Might be a little different. You're practically dating Arlie already. Can you really see him turning you down? I can see him blowing it all off and saying he was just teasing. Inviting you around to his place as a joke? I doubt it. Things are only so clear because you don't have brain rot. He sighs. Fine, I'll do it. Let's just get this over with. Can this be something you're excited for? I don't like how the uncertainty feels. Do you have anything after school today? So soon? The faster I can sort this out, the better. Okay. Just straight to it. Class ends and Hayden gives me the look to signify now's the time. I try and give a look of encouragement without making it obvious enough for anyone else. Hayden gets up from his seat almost immediately. He catches Arlie before he's even finished putting his books away. Arlie, do you mind staying behind so I can talk to you about something? Oh, I'm not in trouble, am I? Depends on how the conversation goes. You guys both good? What are you guys so serious about? I guess Nala wasn't filled in on what happened. I'm not sure if I want to discuss this with other people around. Well, I might have a thing I want to say to you, and I don't mind the company. It's not like Nala or Emmett do any harm, if this is going where I think it's going. And where do you think this is going? Well, let's move out of everyone's way and I'll talk about it. Okay, it's time. Who's gonna say what? Once the class clears out and the hall is empty, Arlie's the first one to speak. I thought he would be. So, you wanted to talk? Not if you're going to put me on the spot. You chickening out already? I'll go first if that'll make you feel any better. Or if that'll make you feel better. Alright, here goes nothing. I like you, Hayden. Way more than as a friend, too. Figured I'd say something since we're hanging out more. Don't want you getting the wrong idea or anything. Oh, I see. You okay with that? Yeah, more than okay. Sorry, I wasn't expecting us both to have the same idea. I feel the same way. Oh man, that's such a relief to hear. You really had me going for a second. What do you mean relief? You're the one who was implying you already knew what I was going to say. And it was one giant bluff, but I still took the risk in confessing. Only because you wouldn't give me the chance to say it first. The tension is broken by Nala's loud sip of her juice box. She just always has a damn juice box. I better be the maid of honor at your guys' wedding. I've earned that spot. I've been waiting for years for this to happen. Happy to finally provide a conclusion. Man, I'm still shaking a little bit. Is this how those girls felt? I don't know, I've never accepted any of their confessions. Boyfriend of the student council president, this doesn't make me a member of the student council, does it? Only if you want it to. No, think about it. I mean, there is an opening. Emmett hasn't taken that opening yet, so, you know, you might slide right into there. You could do your gardening and that. I make my way down the corridors following the same route I took every day to school, every school day. My class is the third door on the left. I'd have thought as your... I'd have thought as your boyfriend, I'd at least get the courtesy of a peaceful morning. I'll stop running in the halls if you walk with me to school. How's that? That'll require you to wake up on time. Two loud arguing boys block the door to the classroom, as per usual. It's kind of nice to see that some things don't change. So come wake me up. I'll keep my window unlocked just for you. I'm not gonna break into your parents' house when they'll just let me in through the front door. Would making you lunch help? So you could sleep in longer? Very tempting. I know I have bags under my eyes, but I get a full 8 hours every night, you know? I just don't like getting out of bed until I absolutely have to. Not that I turned down a loving home-cooked meal from my beloved. Don't I have it good, Emmett? I'm being spoiled already. Forget I offered. Oh, please, I'm being genuine here. I'd love matching lunches with you. Where is my adorable lunch offer? I want matching lunches with my wife. Find your own wife. I'm trying to. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a large box. If you're going to rub being single in my face, I won't share. Oh, what's this? The cookies. I finally got the recipe down. Be honest, how many batches did it take? What are you talking about? I got these down first try. After 3 other attempts. But that doesn't matter now, they're here to share. I decided it'd be better to celebrate you guys. Getting a cute girl's important, but not as important as my friends. How burnt are they? Only a little. She opens the lid, revealing the cookies. They're a little overdone, but it's still perfectly edible. You can scrape the burnt bits off. Personally, I think it adds more flavor to them. I take one of the cookies out of politeness. They're not that bad. Nice to see everything's going well. I'm happy I moved here. Even if my new friends are idiots. A few weeks later. The student council room's getting messy again. Am I being a neglectful president? I guess I'm a little more lax with it than I used to be. My mind's naturally been other places, now everything's been resolved. I feel a lot happier. Nala and Emmett have commented I'm more pleasant to be around. And of course, I'm enjoying the time with my new boyfriend. The clock hits well past our supposed meeting time. Is he still not done? Who are you waiting for? I guess I'll have to head there myself. I lock the student council room behind me and start headed over. It's weird that we're now all of a sudden from the point of view of Hayden. I catch him right as he's locking up the garden shed. I'm greeted with a cheery smile, quickly followed by a sheepish look. Instead of apologizing, he quickly tries to change the subject. Hey, you're all done with Nerd Club busy work? I'm hungry. Let's go home. If I remember correctly, you were supposed to meet me over at the student council room. Was I? Whoops, I got caught up in the raking. How many hours does it take to rake? Do you need help? Is that an offer I hear? Well, I finally get the student council president holding a gardening tools? Depends on how nicely you ask. Let me pull the rake back out. It's a little overwhelming at first, but I'll walk you through the step by step. And before you ask, no one else is here, don't worry. I have nothing against learning how to garden, you know. Could have fooled me. I'll seriously consider learning some gardening techniques after you learn how to keep track of time. How's that? I was just about to come over, I swear. You're still down for hanging out this week, over the weekend, right? Yeah, of course. He turns to collect the bag, which is prepped up against the door. Propped up. So, you said no one else is around? Yeah, it's just me. This was a job only the newly appointed garden club president could handle. What happened to the other president? Did his surgery go well? Uh-oh. Perfect. I moved a little closer. He reacts slightly, his back nearing the shed door. A confused smile creeps across his face as he begins to suspect where I'm going with this. He stops me as I grab his tie. Oh, wait. Why so nervous? You already said no one's here. But no buts. It only counts as PDA if there are other people around. Unless you really don't want to. I guess I can't wait until we're out of here if I must. No, it's fine. The hesitance quickly dissipates. I tug his tie and he leans in eagerly. It doesn't take long before our lips touch. He steps back and a large smile grows on his face. You're getting bolder. I'm not sure how I feel about this. You'll just have to get used to it. He grabs his bag from next to the door, throws it over his shoulder. I guess if I have to. He outstretches his hand. Give me your bag. I'll carry it back as part of recompense for being late. That's more like it. Game end. And there we go. So, instead of going down the other route, I think, where I'm pretty sure it'll end up the exact same thing, except we're seeing everything from the other point of view, with the gardening club instead, I'll probably just play the other game, the sequel game to this. But either way, we'll leave this game here. Leave a like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like. You could try this game out for yourself. It's on itch.io, and I'll see everybody in the next video.